Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for the Irregular at Magic High School, aka Mahoga Koko no Tose, Episode 9, alright? And again, as usual, I'm going to try and keep this short, knowing full well that it's probably not going to be very short. I, let me just get into a review now, because I want this to be as short as possible, alright? So, beginning of the episode, alright? Tatsuya and Miyuki, they go to Four Leaves Technology, aka FLT, alright? And there we meet Ushiyama, one half of Taurus Silver. He is the Taurus, and Tatsuya is the Silver. So it was pretty, I tried to make it not as obvious, but it was still pretty obvious that Tatsuya was Taurus Silver. But the little twist that I mentioned last week was that he was only one half of Taurus Silver, and that Ushiyama was the other half. So there you go. But yeah, big reveal there. It was pretty much revealed last week when Miyuki was when Asusa was fanboying or fangirling over Taurus Silver, and Miyuki was getting all mad about it, and Tatsuya was like, "Oh, you never know. Taurus Silver might even be a Japanese high school student like us." It's like, all right, it was just so obvious. Like, I whatever. Moving on. All right, reveal. All right, there it was. It was technically revealed this week. All right, it was made obvious last week, but it was technically revealed this week. All right, and the reason why Tatsuya and Miyuki are at FLT at that particular point in time is to test out this new flying type CAD that Tatsuya came up with. Alright, and the reason he already tested it out with himself and Miyuki, but the two of them are not your typical magicians, so they're too irregular, if you will. So if they want to sell this, they have to make sure that if they want to sell it and make money off of it, then they need to make sure that normal people can use it. Normal magician. I did this in my live reaction too. I say normal people when in reality I mean normal magicians who are not normal people. But you know what I mean, alright? If they want to sell it and make money off of it, they need to make sure that normal magicians can use it and not just the super friends of Tatsuya and Miyuki, alright? So they they have these dudes tested out, and they were having so much fun. They ended up playing tag. Yeah, that was funny. I didn't remember that detail from the light novel, so that was funny. That was amusing. All right, but yeah, after the tests and everything are over, Tatsu and Miyuki they go to leave, but they end up running into their dad, and not just him, but they run into Aoki as well. This dude Aoki, one of the butlers of the Yotsuba family. All right. And they didn't mention this in the episode, but Tatsu's dad is the VP of all FLT R&D. All right, he's the vice president of research and development for Four Leaves Technology. All right, and a long time ago, maybe in like episode 1 or episode 2 or something, I mentioned that Tatsuya had a connection of some sort to FLT. His dad is who I was talking about. I wasn't referring to the fact that Tatsuya was Taurus Silver, because if I was referring to that, I would have said something like he's involved somehow with FLT, rather than saying he has a connection of some sort to FLT. But yeah, just a little side note there. But Aoki, he's not giving any respect to Tatsuya at all. He's referring to him as nothing more than a bodyguard, which, if you recall from not too long ago, Maya referred to Tatsuya as a guardian. So, I don't know how to describe it. I guess you can think of guardians slash bodyguards as like official positions in the Yotsuba family, but not positions that get you respect. Like, you're not very high up. I mean, the freaking butlers are looking down on you. Like, think of it like that. The freaking butler dude, not even the head butler, but like the fourth butler is looking down on you. Like, so that lets you know the positions in the Yotsuba family of the guardians. So even though even though Tatsuya is the brother of Miyuki, who is one of the potential next heads of the Yotsuba family, he still gets no respect, even though he is the son of Miya Yotsuba, or Miya Shiba, because she married uh, their dad. Even though he is the son of Miya Yotsuba, the nephew of the current head, Maya Yotsuba, he still gets no respect. All right, which is ridiculous. And I'll, I'll talk a little bit about that later. But right now, I want to talk more about the whole, because I kind of just brushed over just now, but it's actually really a really big deal that Miyuki is uh, one of the possible next heads of the Yotsuba family. At the way Aoki phrased it, he said that most of the Yotsuba want Miyuki to be the next head, so it's probably going to happen. All right, probably. All right, and this is a big deal. All right, because the Yotsuba family, the Yotsuba clan, is they're one of the most powerful, most influential of the Ten Master Clans. And the Ten Master Clans already, being the lowest of the Ten Master Clans, you still have a lot of power and a lot of influence. I mean, think about it this way, all right? The Jumonji are the third most powerful slash influential of the Ten Master Clans. They hold the third most influence, all right? And they were able to cover up an entire terroristic attack and the destruction of the Japanese branch of that terrorist group. All right, they were able to cover all that crap up. Just the Jumonji family. All right, and they're only third. The Yotsuba have more power and more influence than that. All right, that's huge, and we don't even know if the Jumonji family needed to use all of their resources in order to do that. That might have just been like simple for them, you know. Well, one beat of sweat, wipe it away, and you're done. Like that, it might have been easy for them to do that. All right, so the Yotsuba are incredibly powerful. They're like even with the Saigusa. They're like back and forth. You could argue that they're the top family in the Ten Master Clans. You could also argue that they're the second highest in the Ten Master Clans. The point is that they're at the top. All right, and for Miyuki to be probably the next head of that family, that's a big deal. All right, and this idea of her becoming the next head, it has huge implications for their past and their present and their future. Okay, the way they've been treated in the past, the way they're being treated right now, and the way they're going to be treated later on. All right, huge implications for all of those. All right, that gives you that's a little hint as to how unique their family situation is, because that's been pushed a lot. How unique it is, and how just they don't get along with the family at all. Well, let me get into what happens after that, because that also links back to this. All right, this dude Aoki treats Tatsuya like crap. All right, he called Tatsuya a heartless, bogus magician. All right, and that refers to his past and some of the things that happened in his past because of his family situation. And you see this, as this is being said, you see this clip of him on this operating table, all right? And then you see a picture of Maya and Mia. Maya was the one, I made it the thumbnail. Maya is the one sitting down. Well, I say I made it the thumbnail, but by the time this is actually uploaded, I'll be asleep. So it won't actually be made into the thumbnail until like after I wake up in the morning. But hopefully the sound doesn't get messed up. Well, if you're hearing me say this, then I guess the sound isn't messed up, but you know, whatever. The point is that Maya is the one sitting down, the same one who we saw a few episodes ago, and Mia is the one standing up. All right. And Tatsuya ends up saying to Aoki, this heartless, bogus magician you speak of was created by my mother, Mia Shiba, aka Miya Yotsuba. All right. And I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention to that, especially the way it was phrased. All right. You said created. All right. Now, I don't want to say too much. As a matter of fact, they went into more detail in the light novel, but it's something that they literally can't skip over. They have to address it at some point in time. So I don't want to say too much about it. I just want you to think about what he said, how he said it, and the fact that it was in response to being called a heartless, bogus magician. All right, so I just want you to think about that. All right, eventually they'll reveal it, so I don't want to, reveal it now, even though it was in the light novel at this point in time, because they have to do it at some point. So it would just be a spoiler if I know it's going to happen later on, and I just tell you now. So I'm not going to say anything right now. All right. But what I will address is their freaking dad finally stepping in, all right? But he doesn't step in to defend his son. He steps in to defend Aoki and get Tatsuya to stop destroying this dude, even though he deserves it. I'm like, dude, this dude, man, I don't even remember his name. It wasn't mentioned in the episode, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it at some point in the light novels. But I don't remember his name. He doesn't deserve to have his name remembered anyway. All right, so who gives a crap? All right, but this dude, man, defending Aoki instead of his own freaking son. Dude, he's Yotsuba, man, and he's not even a Yotsuba. He's a Shiba. He married into the family. He's probably not much better off than. Well, yeah, he is, because he has a freaking butler following him around. So yeah, he is better off than Tatsuya. Whatever. Well, the thing he ends up telling Tatsuya is pretty much to not hate on his mom. All right, but Tatsuya ends up saying or thinking, I think it was a thought, he didn't say it out loud, that he doesn't have a heart capable of hatred. All right, and even though he says that, you will see him get angry in this arc. It will be epic, and I cannot wait. I honestly can't wait. Though it better be animated. I'm sure it will be animated well. This is, oh my god, I can't freaking wait. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I'm moving moving on. All right, moving on. All right, we end up seeing the ceremony for the 9 schools competition after this. All right, everyone's getting their their pins and everything like that. All right, and Tatsuya, if you, I don't know if you noticed this or not, but Tatsuya's uniform that he's wearing has the same emblem on it that the Blooms wear. All right, and if you'll notice, Miyuki was like super happy during this. That's the reason why she was happy, because Tatsuya was finally wearing the bloom that he deserved to wear the entire series so far. The same bloom he deserved to wear from the very beginning. That's why she was so happy here, because he was finally being not really acknowledged, but kind of acknowledged. It's a step in the right direction. How about we put it like that? All right. And another thing I want to mention is that if you recall from episode 1, when Tatsuya first meets Erika and Miyuki, and he's in the auditorium, the seating in the auditorium is segregated. So all the Course 1 students are always in the front, and all the Course 2 students are always in the back. All right? But if you look closely, you'll see that the entirety of Class E somehow managed to all sit up in the front. Like, all right, that was great. In the light novel, at least, it was great. And in this episode, they didn't really do much with it. In the light novel, they just when Tatsu got his pin, they described what happened as the entirety of Class E thunderously applauding, all right, when Tatsu was announced and he got his pin, all right. But in the anime, like, the applause wasn't very thunderous. They were just like, yeah, like they did. I don't even think they said anything, all right. Like they could have done, they could have done it better. Like I think in the light novels, all these people started giving them like all these looks, all these evil looks and stuff like that too. It was funny, all right. But whatever, not a big deal. After that, there's a filler scene, actually. Unless I somehow missed this in the light novels. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but I'm pretty sure this was filler. All right, but we see the girls that Tatsuya is going to be in charge of for the competition. He'll be obviously maintaining their CAD, their CADs, but he's also going to be in charge of creating training regimens for them and also providing strategic support. Okay, so yeah, the girls who he's going to be in charge of, Miyuki, obviously, uh, Honoka, Shizuku. Plus, we see Amy, we see Subaru, and we see the other girl who I'm assuming is the one I mentioned last week or the week before, where her sister got involved in the Yokohama disturbance. arc during the thesis competition, before the thesis competition. Who cares, all right? You get you know who I'm talking about, all right? The girl who I mentioned last week, the week before, or whenever it was, probably last week, all right? I'm just gonna assume that that's her, all right? But we see them, and I'm usually what I was thinking of when I was watching the scene is if you have time to do filler, why don't you show some more stuff from the light novels? But I guess it's not that big of a deal because they're showing interaction between girls who will be legitimately introduced late. Well, I guess you can consider this a legitimate introduction, but not really, um, since you can't really pair a name to a face yet. You heard Honoka say Amy and Subaru, but you can't really tell who's who. Um, I mean, I could just tell you, but I won't. I could. I just don't feel like it's pretty. It's pretty simple to do. I'll just wait for them to do the legitimate introductions. Um, but yeah, I won't complain about the scene. We got some interaction, so yeah, I won't complain about it. But after this, we see Mizuki walking in on Mikihiko as he's being awesome. All right, as he's being awesome. All right, she almost gets. Well, no, she doesn't really almost get hurt, but what you know what I mean. All right, she gets startled by the spirits. Okay, and Tatsu comes in, helps her out. Talks with Mikihiko, and we end up learning about the crystal eyes. All right, and we end up learning a little bit about Mikihiko's spirit magic, okay? And it's not, he can't actually see the spirits, he can only sense them, all right? And these spirits that he senses, they can be perceived in different colors depending on the style of ancient magic that you the style that you use, or the school of ancient magic that you come from. That's the way Crunchyroll phrased it or translated it. But the light novels referred to it as a style. All right, but Mitsuki has the crystal eyes, which allow her. And she can legitimately see the spirits and the colors and all that. Um, the light novel. Let me read to you the way the light novel is described because it makes it easier. All right, it makes it easier to understand. Kind of. In the light novels, it went like this. All right, I believe it's Mikihiko talking. Yeah. So he says, in reality, spirits don't possess set colors at all. The colors that the magician sees change depending on what system or style they belong to. Take my style, for example. Water spirits are blue, but in Europe, the local style claims that water spirits are purple. On the mainland, the dominant opinion is that the color is a dark bluish hue that's almost black. This wasn't because the vibrations of the spirits differed based on location and magic. It was because the magicians used different methods of identification, hence why they see different colors, right? And it goes on to say, in my style, water spirits are blue, fire spirits are red, earth spirits are yellow, and wind spirits are green. No difference in shade or brightness. We all apply the same color in our minds, so there is no discrepancy in hue. So all water spirits are strictly blue. According to this identification system, it's impossible to see sky blue or dark blue water spirits. But Mizuki saw them. She probably felt the discrepancy in hue due to the strength and nature of the water spirits and truly saw the spirit's color. My style refers to those types of eyes as crystal eyes. This term is likely used by other styles under different circumstances, but for our style they refer to the eyes that can see God. Rumors say that those who can see the colors of the spirits are also able to see where spirits spring forth and congregate, as well as the divine spirits of the natural order and the key to accessing those systems. To us, the people with crystal eyes are Mikos that can connect to the divine spirit systems. All right. And for those of you who read the light novel, you're probably thinking of the Visitor arc, which is definitely what I was thinking of when I saw this scene in the anime and read it there in the light novel. I reread it in the light novel, I should say. It's already been 20 minutes? Jesus Christ. Well, then let me hurry up. Point of all that is that Miyuki is incredibly valuable to someone like Mikihiko, who comes from a family that uses ancient ma ancient magic, specifically spirit magic, because there are different types of ancient magic. For example, Yakumo uses ancient magic because ninjutsu is considered to be an ancient magic. Alright, so yeah, there you go. And he also says something that you should pay a lot of attention to. He says that a year ago, he would have been mesmerized by her ability and tried to get her to use it for him. He actually said he would try to take her as his own, but let's just not phrase it like that, alright? So yeah, he says a year ago he would have been mesmerized by that ability and tried to get her to use it for him. So that's important. You should remember that, okay? But lastly, I want to get to the last scene. Well, yeah, I guess you could consider it the last scene of the episode. The day comes when they finally travel to the 9 schools competition, alright? And Miami's late because she was dealing with family business, which everyone decides. They went into detail in the light novel. Obviously, they weren't going to go into as much detail in the anime, but pretty much the reason why they waited for Miami ended up telling them to go on without her, and that she would catch up, but they decided to wait for her. And no one is really mad at the fact that she's late because she's from the Saikusa family, and if she is being held back for family business, it means it's important, because Miami also has 2 older brothers. Alright, so they're the ones who are like, her eldest brother is going to be the one who ends up taking over the clan from her father, alright? And if not him, then the brother after that. But the fact that she was held back for family business, something that she had to actually take care of, means that it was something incredibly important that she couldn't just say no to, alright? So that's why they had no problem with her being late, and they didn't, you know, get mad at her or anything for it. Amari she kind of messed with her a little bit, but not really. Most of the scene is Miami trying to tease Tatsuya. All right, Miami teases him, and then Suzune teases her, and then Miami makes herself feel better by teasing Hattori, and Suzune, she was actually teasing him too. So it was just a tease fest. All right, everyone is just teasing each other. um, then we see Kanon talking with Mari. She's mad because she wanted to be with Isori during the bus ride. We learn that those two are actually engaged. And the fact that 2 high schoolers are engaged means that it's not a simple "I'm in love with you, let's get married" type of thing. All right. Um, the chances are it was like a marriage that their parents agreed to, kind of like not a political marriage, but like that kind of arranged marriage where they're doing it for the sake of their families and all that nonsense. That yeah, all right. So, and the fact that this kind of thing would happen makes you think that they would have to come from a good family that would actually benefit from that. Okay, so they're not from the 10 master clans, but they have to at least be numbers, at least be a member of the numbers. All right. So yeah, um, in the light novel they went into detail here about the 10 master clans. Actually, I don't really feel like talking about it now because this video is going on for long enough. I'm assuming they'll bring it up later on because they talk about the different they tell you which clans are in the 10 master clans. It's like the Saigusa, the Yotsuba, the Jumonji, the Ichijo, the Itsuwa, the Kudo. That you'll hear that name again like next week. Um, the Mutsuzuka. Uh, there were like 3 more. Who cares, all right? Not a big deal. These dudes have those last 3 that I forgot haven't even shown up in the light novels yet, all right? So who gives a crap? The Mutsuzuka haven't shown up either, so I don't even know how I remembered that name. But whatever. Moving on. All right, moving on. This suspicious looking dude shows up in this truck or vehicle or whatever it is he was driving a vehicle of some sort. All right. And he opens his mouth like he's going to say something, and then all of a sudden he loses control of the car. I'm like, come on, this dude's clearly trying to do this on purpose and trying to take these kids out. All right, And so instantly I was thinking, this guy is involved in some way, shape, or form with No Head Dragon. All right. Now, why No Head Dragon would go after First High, who knows? Well, I mean, light novel readers, you get what I mean, all right? Who knows? But he's going after them, and everybody tries to use magic at once to stop them, and that is stupid. All right, and Mari tells them to stop because of how stupid it is. All right. Now the reasoning that the light novel gave for this, which they'll probably go into next week, but it's not really that big of a deal, so I'll just tell you now, even though I should be ending the review here because the video is already too freaking long. All right, but whatever, I'll say it here anyway. All right. Magic is essentially rewriting the phenomena of the real world. All right? And if everybody is simultaneously trying to rewrite the same thing, it's just not going to work. All right. However, you could also be thinking here, oh, well, interference strength. You know, interference, their magics are going to interfere with each other, and, you know, only one is going to work in the end. All right. Um, so, will that interference logic be relevant? Who knows? Well, I keep saying who knows when I obviously know. If I didn't know, I wouldn't have even brought it up if it wasn't going to be relevant. I'm sure you guys know that already. Do you know that they're just going to take advantage of interference and then just someone's going to do something? They showed Miyuki at the end of the episode all calm and everything, so she's probably going to do something. All right, a few people actually did something. I'm not even going to tell. That's that's it, you guys. All right, I'm ending the video. No, I have a live reaction coming after this crap. You know what I mean, all right? That's it for the episode, all right? Overall, I'll give this episode a 7.5 out of 10, which is mostly due to the stuff in the beginning at FLT with Taurus Silver, that reveal, plus Tatsuya's dad, Aoki, the Yotsuba stuff, the information reveal, and all that. Just all that. Plus, we learned about spirit magic and Mikihika. Yeah, so actually, I'll give it an 8 out of 10, purely because of the information that we learned here. But, yeah, that's it, you guys. Let me just end the video here. My live reaction will be up after this, and yeah, that's it, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. They all call him Young Master. Ushiyama. Oh, dang. Wasn't expecting that. Subordinates. Oh, there you go. Taurus Silver. I bet you weren't seeing that coming, did you? He's Silver, but the other dude is Taurus. 2 parts. 2 people are Taurus Silver, not just Tatsuya. What's up with his? What's up with that dude's eyes, man? Ushiyama's eyes are weird. There's no white. Did all these precautions. Have some faith in the man. Jeez. Though I guess I can't really blame them. Seems so him and Miyuki aren't exactly the best test subjects. I need to make sure a normal person can use it, or what's the point in selling it? Oh, not a normal person, normal magician. Obviously, that's that was insinuated. now all of them want to try it. They started the game of tag. Oh, yes, the average magician. Uh-oh. 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 There he is. There he is. Yo. See, I can't stand these dudes. No respect. Where's Jabberjaw when you need him? No respect. My oh, now he's done it, and he gave you hints about what type of magician Tatsuya is. Oh, now it's all explained. Yes. He wasn't. He was telling the truth. You know he can't hate. I mean, he does, just not in that particular. You'll see soon enough. This dude gets so angry at one point. Yeah, I can't wait. Oh my god, it's gonna be so awesome when you see him get angry in this arc. Oh my god. They put him at the end, of course. No one's clapping except for the chorus two guys, and there's two, of course, obviously. That is Amy, yo. He's like, dude, you guys, I have goals. Right? I don't have time to deal with the harem. Just stop. If only we could have the same problems that Tatsuya has. Oh no, because he has a hot brother. But never mind. Just forget I even said anything. Oh, Mikihiko. Oh my god. Mikihiko's the man. Dude is so awesome. He just wants to play with her. That's funny. She's like, where'd that go from? How was it my fault? Dude, Tatsuya is funny. If this is consensual, then I'm out of here. Oh, wait, what? Whoa, calm down there. This isn't Game of Thrones, man. Leave it to Miley. She's such a tease. I'm pretty sure I know how this episode is gonna end. Plus some no-head dragon stuff. Here we go. Here we go. Just as predicted. Obviously suspicious. Or should I say, menacing. Dang. Not fast enough. You're all gonna interfere with each other, idiots. Oh, they didn't even. Oh, God. Why would you? Why would you end it there? So now I'm gonna have to cut a certain part out of my reaction to avoid spoiling things. I thought they were gonna add that last part in, but well, the episode. I mean, again, they're building stuff up. So I mentioned earlier, no head dragon. Um, so yeah, I'll just whatever. I'm sure I would have talked about it in the review already by this point. Point is that it was a decent episode. So yeah, that's it, you guys. See you guys next time.